Welcome back once again to Murph Plays The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm Murph Strange, and this is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and we are done with pretty much everything except finding the Korok seeds and hunting the mini-bosses. We got some mini-bosses scattered about throughout the southern regions. We have not gone down into the southern regions very far, very deeply to get our Korok seeds, though, so we'll be picking those guys off later. We're currently in the process of cleaning up around the volcano. We got a few spots we can check out there. Also a few mini-bosses to check into to see if we can fight them or if they've already been defeated. Last I talked to Kilton, we had 9 out of 40 of the stone taluses defeated. That's 9 out of 40. Gives us a lot of bad guys to find. A lot of fights left. Well, there we go. We've been doing pretty good collecting the Korok seeds lately. Last stream we gathered up enough to finally cap off the final stash we had left to upgrade. That was the shield stash. I did that during the credits. Might not be ideal, but it's a shield, you know? We've been using the Hylian shield since pretty much since we got it. So, you know, not exactly concerned about our shield slots. Everything else was capped off previously. Everything's been gathered. Now we're just looking to complete for completion's sake. Oh, that's right. I can't do that in this area. Because if I do, I'll blow myself sky high. Hey, that's some decent money right there. Not that we're gonna need it. We've got plenty of gemstones we can sell off, and we will be selling off later. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. This is a quick one. We're not going to want to go up at all, are we? No. No, we're not. There we go. Little tree dudes, why are you so close to lava? You're going to ignite. Run for your life, little tree dude. Run. That's done. That's done. There's 2 there and a mini boss looking for a fight. But we also got one over here, and this one looks like a... Looks like a stone circle. Should be pretty easy to gather. Hopefully there's a stone somewhere nearby. So I'm going to have my work cut out for me tomorrow. It's apparently been a couple of weeks since I went through my Twitch videos and exported them to YouTube. Also put them in their proper collections. And on top of that, I have to convert my podcast from a video to an audio file. I haven't done that yet. And then I've got to get it onto some form of hosting. I already have a website, so I'm thinking I may just host it myself. I just have to figure out how to set up the RSS feed properly so that I can submit that to iTunes and etc. for all the various podcasting things. It's gonna be interesting. So that's a new sort of project for me, the podcast. It's something I've had an interest in for a while, but I always felt like, you know, the market's a little saturated. But at the same time, I feel like nobody's really doing their podcast the way that I would want to do mine, which is just get a friend, talk to them about stuff, you know, have a conversation about weird, crazy things. If they have a theory on stuff, hear them out. But then also, like, take the time to really explore these theories. Not just, you know, oh, you know, people think it's ghosts and blah, 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 and leave it at that. No, 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 no. Dissect it a little bit. See if you can reconstruct the scene. You know, I mean, don't go out and recommit murder or anything like that, but see if there's enough, like, logical proof to rebuild the scene. Like, for example, next week, I'm going to be talking about classic sightings from before Jack the Ripper. See, there was a... It was a stream of weird sightings around London. And, these sightings well, some people claim they were supernatural in nature. Others feel like what they witnessed wasn't so much ethereal, but something tangible. However, it was the 1800s, so having, like, you know, an explanation for what it is exactly was a little hard to come by. Kind of like this little Korok dude. I mean, he's here somewhere. See, now the mask is going crazy. Now the mask is quiet. Well, these sightings, I find them to be kind of reminiscent of, like, the Mothman in West Virginia in 64, 65? Think I've got my dates right? Now, at one point... Oh, hey, there's a thing. At one point, they believed they even had one of the gentlemen responsible for what was going on the stand. Like... But because the victim insisted that the perpetrator could breathe fire, they let him go, because clearly, dude could not breathe fire. I mean, you know, human being. We don't have the natural capacity to just breathe fire. But shortly around that same time, theatrical interpretations of what was taking place became a big hit. And of course, in theater, they were able to produce the effect described because it was a thing that you could do. Not breathe fire, of course, but make it look like you breathe fire. It's a special effect. Of course, you know, 1840s London didn't know that. They didn't know what was possible. So I feel like there's There's still room to explore, you know? There's still answers to be found. And I think there's a reasonable explanation behind some of those sightings, you know? Now, I think we're going to have Zeph back on. I don't know if she has the day available or not. I have asked her to come back. She's loads of fun. I'd like for her to be a regular on the old podcast if she's got the time and the interest, of course. I mean, I don't want to force her to. Don't want to force her to participate in something she's got no interest in, obviously. But if she wants to come back on and talk some more, be happy to have her. If she is on, I'm not sure what she'll be talking about. I have told her if she wants to come back on, you know, feel free. Bring a topic if you want to, talk about anything in particular.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
But for the viewers of this video, we're going to be talking about, well, this is an exclusive breaking news for you guys. You're the first to hear it. I'm going to be talking about Spring-Heeled Jack. He is the predecessor to the notorious Jack the Ripper. Probably not the same person, though.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Just because about the time Spring-Heeled Jack sightings sort of died off, that's when Jack the Ripper sightings started. Yeah. They had different MOs. They had different personalities, it seems. Though they did both target female solo travelers on the streets of London. Spring-Heeled Jack, though, wasn't particular to just targeting streetwalkers. You know, he didn't discriminate. I mean, his victims were almost entirely all female. There was one I think it was a Royal Guard or something. Soldier of some kind. But the, oh, we have defeated you. Oh, I remember fighting this guy. He's actually pretty easy. But, because we don't have to fight him again, we're not gonna. We're gonna head up there. After all, if we ain't gotta do it twice, we ain't gonna do it twice. So yeah, on the next podcast on the next episode of Murph Strange Presents, a Bloody Strange podcast, we're gonna talk about Spring-Heeled Jack. We're gonna dissect what it seems the witnesses were claiming they were seeing. And we're going to try our best to scientifically recreate what they were seeing and experiencing at the time. So that should be a good time. And then, of course, we'll also talk about whatever Zeph decides she's bringing to the table, if she decides to join us. Hoping she does. I like to leave it open, you know, for her to decide, because I'm not sure what her schedule is entirely. Sometimes it changes up. She may find herself busy on Tuesday. But if she's free, she's been sent the invitation to join us. If any of my viewers would care to join us as well, join the Discord. Chat at me there. I mean, that's not an instead. That's where it starts. If you want to be, if you want to be there to tell us your tale, I want you to be there. But also, I want to make sure you're not going to, you know, get me booted from the Twitch platform or anything ridiculous like that. So, you know, screening, figure out what it is you want to talk about, make sure you're going to be relevant to the episode we're attempting to do. Otherwise, may have you save your story for another time. Because I want people to join me on this podcast. I want to hear people's stories. If you have a story to tell and it's not even your own story, it's just a story you know of, that's acceptable as well. However, make sure you've done your homework. I do fact check. If I think you've got bad information, I'll call you out on the stream. It will happen. Not afraid to. After all, it is my show. no, 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 no. Oh. Son of a... Now that said... Oh! I thought that was the cliff that was just, like, right there, but no, it's not. It's clearly not. It's a tiny island. Come on. That was useless. What's the point of blocking the blow if it's just gonna send me into lava? Okay, that's that one defeated. Ah, puzzle. Now maybe you're a fan of the writing of one John Keel, you know? Author of the Mothman Prophecies, The Eighth Tower, various other writings. Feel free to come on the show, talk about that. Love to hear your thoughts. Now, if you're just going to come on the show and gush about how he's the greatest author who ever lived, blah, 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 you know, maybe tone it down. Like, you know. But you can come on, tell us why you like him. What it is that intrigues you about his writing. That's fine. Maybe Gray Barker is your, or Baker. Baker? Barker. One of those. Maybe they're more your brand. That don't bother me none. Come on in and tell us about it. But again, it all starts by joining the Discord. Be happy to have you on. Have you had a weird encounter with the Men in Black? Or maybe you're one of the few people who actually met the Isdal woman before she died. Do you have an interesting theory about,
Urbosa's glory is ready.
what happened in Roswell? Tell me about it. Don't know if I'll have the same or agree with you. But I'll be happy to discuss it. We're getting our butts kicked here. Time to end this. But I love to hear people's thoughts about the weird and unusual things that they've experienced. Almost everybody I know or have met has had some weird and unusual encounter with something. Something that was odd, something that just didn't sit right. Something that, if they had to come up with an explanation, like, it'd be best to just, you know, go with, well, it couldn't have possibly happened, because I live in a world where that kind of thing isn't possible. Tell me about it. Point is, I like the unusual. I like the weird. I like to investigate that stuff. You never know what you'll find. Just not getting the shot that we would want. No, see, that's... Do I have a longbow? I do not. No. How am I supposed to make this shot? My arrows don't even get that far. Nope, bomb arrows just blow me up. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work. But I suppose we can give that a shot. Nope. Yeah, see now, my arrows don't get anywhere close.
The roof's protection is now ready to roll.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Like, is there another weapon around here that I should be able to pull this off with? Because okay. So that one'll do it. Ah. Come on. That last one was pretty close. There we go. Oh, that was a pain. That one was a pain in the butt. Starting to think I was never gonna get that one. Alright. So we have that one and that one. Oh, sure. Just drop them all in the water. Why not? Alright. Here we go. I hear someone creeping on the stairs. Oh, so close. There we go. Oh, wrong button. That button. Okay. We got a pretty good start here. We have done all of the Korok seeds in this region. All the way up into this region. We've just got these few here. There might be some down in this area yet that I've missed. Because I ran out of stamps. But we got most of them here. There might be some yet in this area. But that is probably the most northern Korok seed left. Now, there's going to be plenty of speculation with the new game coming. Oh, what do you think they're going to do? What do you hope to see? I know a lot of people really want them to do, you know, some Megazord kind of action with the having the Divine Beasts all combined together and stuff. Because, you know, the guy who mentioned that in chat, he's not the first one I've heard that kind of thing from. I don't want to see that. I don't. Like, if they put that in the game, I'm still gonna play it. It's not what I'm looking for, though. Not in my Legend of Zelda experience. I'm actually hoping they get away from Divine Beasts. I'd love to see a return to classic dungeons style, you know. Or as they were known as in Nintendo 64, temples. And I'd like there to be more than 4. You know, give us 8. 8 dungeons. That's what I want to see again. You know, or, you know, 9 counting the last one. I mean, maybe that's too much for the developers. I don't know. It might be. But they gave us 120 shrines. If they had just taken those 120 shrines and combined them in some way that made sense, at least insofar as the Legend of Zelda game has to make sense. I mean, it doesn't have to make the most sense. It doesn't have to be 100% completely logical sense. They never have been that. Ah, hit him. Hit him. You know, something that's a little closer to form of the classic Legend of Zelda. That's what I'd like to see. However, they don't have to cater to me as far as with, you know, how they make this game. You know, this next one. I'm gonna buy it either way. I know I'm not who they have to win over. Their target audience is going to be, you know, because they know my money's guaranteed. The money that they need to focus on trying to reel in is audiences that aren't a guarantee. You know, ones that, you know, maybe they were fans of the series a while back, but lately, you know, they don't feel like there's anything new under the sun. Although after this game, I don't know how anyone could feel that way. There could also be an entire audience of people out there, you know, that they may be trying to appeal to with something so amazing, so new, so captivating, that they're willing to slap down money for a Switch. I mean, they'd have to come up with something pretty amazing. Because if you haven't bought a Switch at this point, like, what's gonna sell you on it? It's the cheapest console on the market. You can buy the portable version for $200, and you could be playing games like this. And this is an amazing game. But yeah, the Switch Lite plays all the regular Switch games. It's just, it doesn't plug into your TV. So all of these games become handheld games. They're still the same games though. And a lot of the same titles you find on your Xbox, your PlayStation, they're releasing Switch releases that are the same game. The only difference might be a slight difference in graphics, but not so much that it detracts from the gameplay. And if you're one of those people who, well, it does for me, what is wrong with you? Your eyeballs are not even able to visually detect, you know, frame rates beyond like 30 frames per second. Well, I can tell the difference if it's at 30 and 60. Yeah, you can tell the difference because the picture looks smoother, but honestly, if you're not sitting there testing between 60 and 30, oh, this is what this game looks like at 60, this is what this game looks like at 30. If you're not paying attention to frame rate, you're not gonna care. You know? The story
Rivali's
is
Gale is now
plenty
ready.
captivating. The art style is plenty captivating. You can still fight these fights absolutely just fine. Without your frame rates being 30, or without your frame rates being, you know, 500 frames a second. And yes, I'm being absurd there because gamers are absurd with their benchmarks, with what they think they need in order to enjoy a game. I still play original Nintendo games for fun. You know what the resolution is on those? It's like 530 by 320 or something. It's super stupidly low. It's not even a resolution. Okay, so there is a solution here that I'm probably not seeing. But there's a block over there. Ah, okay. So my guess is we have to take this block, which is way over here. And there are some gamers out there, if it's not an open world 3D non-linear adventure or first person shooter or whatever, they pass it up. And like, I get you have your preference, but that's being a little too nihilistic to your approach to choosing your games. You're missing out. There's a lot of great games that do not hit any of those benchmarks. Metroid Fusion, least linear of the Metroid franchise. Not 3D. Not a first-person shooter. Amazing game. Absolutely amazing. But it's the sort of thing some people are going to be like, nah, that's trash. It won Game of the Year, though. So... yeah, we have our beam attack because we have full health. I always forget to use that while I have it. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we have fought all of the all the mini bosses up there. There might be some down in this area that we didn't get marked because I ran out of pins. Don't know. We'll check that out in a bit. Wouldn't be any mini bosses, but there might be Korok seeds there. I want to try to tidy up this area because there's a cluster just right around this tower. It's gonna be tough though, because I mean, look at it. See those things flying around? Not the dragonflies, the other things. Yeah. Bedtime. All right. Supposedly. It's up here. I found one. Now, I'm not going to try to argue that open world games aren't fun. Because, you know, I'm playing one. And I've stated numerous times already, this game is awesome. But I like me a linear game. I really do. If there's a chapter and I just have to get to the end of it and I can save and it doesn't really matter like what took place in the chapter before, the next chapter is its own chapter, like, okay, I'm into it. In fact, one of the games that I intend to play for my stream here one of these days, 13. That's one of those kind of games. Like, they have very clear chapters. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna try to take out one of those things with it, but wasn't coming anywhere near me. I really can't see what I'm throwing it at down here. But yeah. 13 is a very fun first-person shooter with a nice comic book cel-shaded style. Like, a lot of people may argue it's not all that fun. But it has, you know, it has its fans. Folks like me who were definitely into it. And I'm not usually into first-person shooters, so... Now, is it a perfect game? Of course not. Is it a sufficient vehicle? A medium upon which the story that it is trying to tell is told? Absolutely. And I loved it. Shadow Man. Kinda open world. Kinda. Though it is also kinda linear, in a way. So what am I supposed to do with this? I don't even know. Apparently something like that. So yeah, we'll probably play 13. The classic, not the remake. I heard the remake didn't do so well. I heard it wasn't very well received. I haven't played it. I know I like the first one, and that's the one I have. So that's the one I'm gonna play. Might I try the second one at some point? The remake of it? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. There's potential there. Way to ruin the surprise. He had ice arrows. What? Okay, we gotta put on the mask, because I gotta see where this one is. Because it said there were 2 over here. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay, okay. Now we're making some noise.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Okay, so it's up. We have figured out it's up. Oh, I see it. I found you. You little jerk. Alright. So now we got one over here, one over there. Oh, 2 over there. So let's get this one. Now, I haven't seen anything about the new Zelda. I didn't even watch the, because I think there was like a teaser or something that came out recently. I'm trying to avoid any and all information regarding the game, except for the release date, or when pre-orders become when you can pre-order it. Because I don't want any spoilers, you know? I mean, I know it's going to be Breath of the Wild 2, basically. Might not be the official working title, but same studio that brought us this one is bringing us another one. I don't know if it's a prequel or a sequel, but it's a... basically a continuation of the story in one direction or the other. And, it'll probably be great, because, you know, very similar art style to this one. Probably a lot of the same gameplay, ideas as well. They'll probably bring some new stuff as well, because, I mean, it would be weird if they just made it the same game, just slapped a 2 on it and called it good. No, my guess is it's going to be quite a bit that's the same, but, you know, maybe some interesting new ways that they're going to experiment with the mechanics of the game. We may see a lot of resources being recycled, but that's okay. We're used to that as Zelda fans. We're fine with that, actually. In fact, this game already has quite a bit of that. Might be thinking, what are you talking about? Recycled resources. Some of the sound effects that are being used in this game, and it's not a bad thing that they're doing this. I actually like it.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Because it's neat little Easter eggs, you know? But let's not kid ourselves. They are recycling some resources with the sound effects, some of the music. But it is the way in which it is done that matters. At least to me. You know, if they do a good job of it, can't complain. Now, if it just starts to get to be where they're retelling the same stories and stuff over and over, then it's a problem. But and this is The Legend of Zelda. They've been telling this same story in its different iterations for ages. A hero clad in green, armed with a mystical magical sword, sets out to save the land of Hyrule from the evil Ganon and rescue the Princess Zelda. Now for some, there's got to be a romantic element between Zelda and Link. At this point, I can take it or leave it. We've had plenty where, you know, it's implied, and then we have somewhere it's not even a, you know, it's just not. It's a thing we're not even considering. I don't need there to be a love triangle in my Zelda games. There doesn't necessarily need to be any kind of relationship at all between Link and Zelda. Some kind of backstory in which they know each other in some way is kind of nice. But, it is indisputable that their paths should cross at some point. Ha! I knew it. Top of the tree. Now, I do prefer a Zelda who remembers she's a badass. You know, she's as important to this fight as Link. We may not play as Zelda in most of the games, but it is The Legend of Zelda. Her importance should not be understated. Okay, so we have a... No? Okay. There's a flower. I was expecting to find a boulder, but... Okay. Huh. I wonder where the boulder is. Am I just totally oblivious? Is that what's going on here? Because I'm pretty sure it's one of those where we gotta get a boulder into the... Ah! Done! Okay, we just have a few left over here, and then I'll have to resort to picking stuff off the map that I haven't found yet. Imagine looking out your window and seeing that. Just a dragon flying over a mountain. Lovely, ain't it? Okay, okay. So we have... There. Sure did. Let's see. I feel like we better go after the seed first, and then the mini-boss. Better put those on regular arrows again. Before I forget. Alright, that's the last one I had marked. I'm gonna have to go back to the map from the IGN wiki, which again is the guide we are using to keep from getting too stuck on anything. It served us well. Now you want to start raining. Alright. Fine. And the interactive map is pretty good. I do wish there were better notes, though, on some of the locations people have marked. Problem is, it's a user-contributed map, so, like, you really can't really control the quality to which everybody's marking stuff. Though it would be nice if they could at least adhere to, so everyone could adhere to the same standard. That would be great. Oh. How is it you can turn around so dang quick, but I can't? I am smaller than you, sir. See, look at that. You can just whip right around. Well, that wasn't intentional. Oh well. Seriously, dude. Alright. I mean, at least we defeated him. We still have a whole bunch more seeds up through here, I'm pretty sure. But we'll have to resort to checking a map to find out where those are at. Because we've gotten all the ones that I've marked. We are 12 away from 500. And that is more Korok seeds than I have ever found in my entire life. Like, I can't even lie about that. I have never found this many. My first playthrough, I don't think I even broke 200. But I also didn't find all of the mini-bosses. I did all the side quests. I did all the main quests. I didn't have the amiibos, so I didn't get all of the armor. I still have to upgrade all the armor for our playthrough here, but my original playthrough, I didn't even get all the armor. Alright. We are a little over halfway. I don't suppose I have room for a spring-loaded hammer, do I? Nope. No room for the spring-loaded hammer. Unfortunate. Oh, get off of there, Link. You're just gonna embarrass yourself. Alright, so. There are 17 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's about how many we have marked out. So most of those I will not have fought. So anyone watching today's either session today, frustrated by the fact that we were running away from a lot of the fights that we were encountering because we seem to have already encountered those, you don't have to worry about that. We've already encountered all the ones I'm pretty sure we've already fought. So all the rest of these should be ones that we still have to fight. That said, I still have to mark out all the rest of the Korok seeds. How many stamps do I have? 71? That's pretty good. I don't suppose I need to know where the dragons are anymore. I've got those pretty well sorted. That's what those bow and arrow were for. To let me know where, remind me where good spots to hunt the dragons. I still have my blacksmiths marked because those I'm just going to keep marked. I want to know where I can reacquire the champion weapons. There's only 4 of those. 5 if you count the shield. And then we've got the one really weird glitch that we found. Okay, so let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to do math in my head here to see how many of these pins I have left, or the stamps I have left, because there should be 5 of the weapons. And then the one glitch here that I have marked that we're going to want to explore later. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 mini bosses. Puts us at 23. But that can't be right. Should be 24. Should be 24 pins. What did I mark that I'm miscounting? Ah, it's 18. Okay. 18 mini-boss skulls. So one of those, I've probably already fought. Because we only need 17 more. But that means I can mark another 76 Korok seeds. Oh, I just want to get out of the rain. So I'm going to do that off stream in prep for next time. Shouldn't be too hard to find 76. We've still got 422? No, 412. 412 to go. That is so many. I think I picked up a couple of the ancient core. Nothing? Alright, well, let's take a look at... Okay, those need star fragments. I still need 2 more ancient core before I can upgrade 1 more of those. So we need 7 ancient core. 15 plus 7, 22 ancient shafts. 1 more giant core. And 4 star fragments, and we'll have all the divine helms upgraded to level 4. Which isn't bad. I mean, that's decent. We still have a long way to go with these, as far as star fragments go anyway. But it's just the star fragments I need at this point. Ugh, that one's gonna need 3, and then for the next level it's gonna need 4. So this one needs a lot of star fragments. It better get one heck of an upgrade. Like, I want to see that hit 20. But, getting star fragments. It's not
glory
easy.
is ready.
You gotta wait for a full moon. See, that's not a full moon, so we wouldn't have any luck tonight anyway. But you just stare up at the sky. I think sometime after 10 and before 2 or 3. Might be as early as 9, but I doubt it. And you should see a streak of light whiz past, and if you watch it, and if you're lucky, okay. See, it's only supposed to be on the full moons, I thought, but hey, I'm not looking to give horse in the mouth. This is how you hunt star fragments. Now, the best items to wear for this. No, it's either that or that, because you will run a lot faster, and trust me when I say that's something you want. Because we have to get over there before the sun comes
Rivali's
up.
gale is now ready.
And remember, it's night, so we will get Stalfos chasing us. We will also get banana ninjas chasing us. Now, one thing I have proven is you can teleport without the star fragment despawning on you. I've done it. I had one crash right next to the central tower. And as you know, there's guardians all over that place. And they saw fit to try to kick my butt. So what I did was I jumped off the tower, tried to get close to the star fragment. However, first time I did it, there was a guardian literally right on top of me. Before I could even get close enough to pick it up. So I teleported back up to the top of the tower and tried again. Second time I got it. But the teleporting back to the top of the tower didn't despawn the star fragment. I thought about going and upgrading something, but I'm like, no, no. Not yet. We'll wait. So, that pretty much debunks one part of the information that I had read. That said you're only supposed to see shooting stars on a full moon. Because we looked right at the moon. It was not full. It was fat, but it was not full. It was a 3/4 moon, at best. But we still got a shooting star. It still crashed. We were still able to pick up the star fragment. But then there's been a lot of stuff with this playthrough that hasn't quite added up, you know? Like the dragons being on their set schedule. And then running into them at just weird times when we really shouldn't have ran into them. They should not have been showing up when they did. So I don't know. Maybe my game is just glitched and I've got a weird clock that's got everything running out of sync. Who knows? I don't know how I did it. If that's the case, it's entirely by accident. But I'm not complaining. We've got, we've still got a lot of Korok seeds to find. We've still got a few mini-bosses to fight. Our adventure is not quite over yet. Though our quests have ended and, mostly we don't have any farming to do. Other than star fragments, but man. Those could be a pain in the butt to try to farm. Like that whole climbing to the top of that hill, having one just shoot out there while I was explaining it. Absolutely unexpected. The criteria by which I knew shooting stars to even appear was not met, so I was not expecting that. But they don't usually just show up like that. Goodbye. How do I not have that in my... It's absolutely the best picture, by far, of an 8-fold blade, by the way. Anything I can get rid of? I mean, I don't want to get rid of the ceremonial trident, but I don't really need it. We'll just leave it. It's cool that we know that that's there. So, I think I'm going to call it. We're about at 2 hours here. We've run out of marked Korok seeds to go hunting for. It is also about 7 o'clock my time. I'm going to go hang out with the kiddo. He's been super well behaved this entire time. So, I thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night for midnight my time for Attack of the Giant Leeches. And that's not this coming midnight, but, you know, tomorrow's midnight. The midnight that comes before Saturday and Sunday. Attack of the Giant Leeches should be a good show. No planned stream for Sunday. If I hop on, it'll just be, you know, random. Monday, back to playing Metroid. Tuesday, podcast. Wednesday's a Python tutorial again. And then Thursday more Metroid. Friday we'll be back to this again. That's where we'll pick up our hunt. Till then, I'll see if I can remember to grab a few of those star fragments. Get some of that that gear upgraded that we have yet to upgrade. Till then, y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.